What is up, guys? Shoutoutallen here, and today we'll be talking about Rescue in her brand new uniform. Before we get too carried away, thank you so much for joining the channel. Make sure you drop a like, put a comment down below what you think of Rescue, and give me some suggestions on what kind of videos you guys want to see next from me. So I think it's going to be great. Let's go ahead and get started on looking at her stuff she's got going on. Right, we got maxed out attack speed, cooldown and stuff based on my cards, but not very complicated. Right, we got some energy attacks. Skills wise, right, she gets a all attack energy for 45% for her tier 2 passive. Right, her 1 has a V-pad skill, so you can kind of dodge after you use a move. 2 is a pretty standard thing. 3 is a heal, pretty big heal that removes all debuffs and stuff and creates these turrets that attack. 4 is a all attack, all defense 25, speed by 1, crit rate 25, removes incapacitation. And 5 is a super runner, all defenses down, 100% chance to immunity to all damage, energy attack, all that fun stuff. And so her 4-star passive is that she heals. Basically, she heals. That's all good. And then her leadership is the when your HP is below 99, it makes a shield that is 50% of your HP. So she kind of gives you a nice buff for your health, so that's pretty helpful. Her awakened skill is pretty standard. Type enhancement, we got rank 3. ISO, we got Pyroving Hulk stage 7. Custom gear, we got ignore dodge and a 160 proc. Immune to fear, but that's not really a big deal. The uniform options, if you all curious, is Lady Deadpool, Avenger She-Hulk, Luke Cage Uptown suit, Luna Snow, and Andromeda suit, which is not her newest one, and the Red Guardian from Black Widow movie. So if you have those uniforms, then you can get extra buffs on Rescue. Anything. Anytime you get a standard character that gets their very first uniform, it is always a stat bump. Right, they're getting that extra 25 if you get it mythic, and as well as these additional stats. Not all the time, but most of the time they are better, right? They get a rework, and so this is her first uniform, and so you'll see a difference in what she can do from her standard kit to this one. So if you were going to get Rescue, I'd go ahead and get the uniform. But let's go ahead and look at the skill preview so we can see kind of what's going on. So her 4th skill is where she'll get her Frenzy buff. The 3rd skill is just a heal and kind of a cleanse. And she does summon those turrets, and so, but the 5 skill is a cancelable skill. The rest of them are not very cancelable, so her skill rotation is kind of weird, because you're going to want to do 5, wait for the balls to show up, and then hit 4, right? And so that when the balls come in, and then all those other extra little tinier balls come out from the side, then they'll do their damage. So you're going to do 5, wait for the balls, 4, right, and let it play out. And then you can do a 3, so you can spawn the turrets, and then a 1, and then 2 is a very long iframe if you want, or if you want to hit 1, you can kind of dodge while you're, and then wait for your skills to come back. But your first initial rotation, because she is potential awaken, will probably look something like this: 5, 4, and then go ahead and do the 6. So you get the passive from the 4, and then let 6 just play out, right? Hulk Buster comes in. She does a lot of damage, and so you'll see that, that's a 500 something hit, 629 hits at that increased damage. So pretty easy rotation. It's not as smooth as other rotations, because you could, like, if you're 5-4-3 or something like that every time, it doesn't work. But you have to delay cancel off of the 5, so as soon as the balls show up, then you can do the 4. Alright, and then you can kind of just do a 3, and then a 2, and 1. I like to use the 1 with the 2 because then I can use that long iframe, and so it helps me dodge the bosses. So that is the skill rotation, and let's check out her against some bosses. Alright, we're going to use the Cyclops lead because she get a 35% increase for all attack, and then Cyclops also has an additional 30% energy attack buff to all the team, so we're going to use that as a better lead than like Star-Lord. Star-Lord's just 55, and so 65 is better. So we want to do that. So 5, 4. Alright, let 4 play out, and then head to 3, and then 1, 2. Alright, choose a long iframe. You can kind of hide in it while your skills recharge. 5, 4. And hit the 3. 1, 2. Long iframe, and then we're back into it. So 5, 4, 3, and 2. And this shouldn't have to be too complicated than that, right? This is her raw damage. She's very tanky, lots of heals, right? She gets, there you go, 1, 2. And so she's really nice to be able to just kind of withstand some stuff. Alright, now we're measuring how strong she is against Cole. So that third skill does do a stun and stuff to the enemy. So for especially against Cole, if you use it on him, then she's going to stop that middle section. So that's really nice too. 5, 4, and then 3. And 1, 2. Whoops, I forgot that. But as you can see, she's taking damage, but she's just healing it very quickly, topping it off real quick. 5, 4, and then 3, and that's it. So 3:33 on the clock. That is 10 seconds slower than Spectrum. So Spectrum was 3:41 at the exact same stage. So that's just kind of giving you a mind cap of where she's at. And that's also about 10 seconds slower than Quasar when we did the Quasar test. Alright, Corvus Glaive, and we brought some Ignore Dodge Strikers. We're going to compare her to Spectrum's time of 4:02 and Quasar's time of 3:48 on this stage. Alright, so let's just keep getting poked and stunned. That's nice. 5, 4, 3, 2. Long iframe. Alright, now in this middle part you need to dodge him if you can. I think I stunned him, so I interrupted the move. 1, 2. Nice, nice, nice. Let's add a co-op skill in there. 5, 4. Alright, so 4:25 and we're on the second stage already. That's pretty good. Five, 4, 3, 1, and 2. Long iframe, you can kind of hide in that, right? 5, 4, 3. Oops. Dodge these fire things. Oops. 5, 4, 3. That's it. So 3:47 on the clock. Level 20 for Thanos. We're going to see how she can pair up against him. Alright, so same things. 5, 4. Another 3. 1, 2. Now hide in the iframe. Right, he always does this. 5, 4. And then a 3. 1, 2. Alright. Not enough damage to skip that phase. 5, 4. And 3. Alright, so next phase, we're gonna dodge some meteorites. She's got quick movement speed, so I should be able to dodge these pretty easy. Five, 4, 3, 1, 4. And dodge Corvus and Ebony. 5, 4. One thing that is nice when she does the summons little turrets is sometimes the bosses will target them, and so then they'll miss a good chunk of their damage because they're aiming for the turrets instead of you. But we're doing very good. Alright, so 3:20 on the clock, and that is pretty close to Spectrum's time. Alright, so damage-wise, Rescue is pretty good. She's up there with Spectrum, which means she's going to be up there with Cersei and stuff because there's splash damage. Her leadership is okay. You know, it's pretty good. I think Spectrum's leadership is also better when you're comparing them as, you know, paywall characters. Right, Quasar is universal, so she's going to have different benefits and stuff like that. But yeah, so I think Rescue's uniform is a good uniform. If you like Pepper Potts and you like the Rescue character, then I'd say go ahead and get this uniform. It is a paywall character, so you got to get the Bios subscription for it, the $10 a month, and that's gonna be how you're gonna get their bios. I had a mega uniform ticket ready for the uniform, and so that's what I used it on. Actually, that's what I did to get my Silk tokens to get Silk's uniform. But yeah, I think Rescue is pretty cool. She's pretty fun. This rotation's a little wonky, but if you can get past that little wonkiness, then it kind of flows slowly the more you do it. And the more you practice, the more you do. So anyways, if you guys liked the video, make sure you drop a like, put a comment down below what kind of video you want to see next, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.